Hello, company. Welcome to the stream. It is that time of night. Brandon, how dare you go live, by the way? I was in the middle of making brownies. The middle. Is that bad? Is that the worst time to go live? I know how your brownies. I know how you are with your brownies. Patrick taking note, Jiff. You know, I know exactly how you are with your brownies. Anyway, what were we doing? Did we keep Frank yet? This Frank-only run has been very Frankless so far. Anyway, hello, Carlin. Hello, just some random person. No questions asked. Welcome. He lives. I am alive. Hello, yellow buddy. Hello, yellow buddy. Are brownies a pastry or a cookie bar? They are cookies. Brownies are cookies. They are a really thick cookie. But technically, aren't cookies also just a pastry in themselves? So saying a cookie is a pastry is like saying tea or coffee. Anyway, I don't know. What are we doing? We were getting the parts for Frank. My brownies are the best brownies. No one can beat my brownies. They're perfect in every way. I love brownies. Well, come, you gotta give me the recipe then. I think I've already said this every time you mentioned it, but I gotta cook these eventually. And I think it would be a good activity to do, hopefully, within the month, maybe. What qualifies something as a pastry? It's pasty. I have no clue. Alright, what parts do we have for Frank right now? So Frank requires a minecart, which we know where it is. He requires a big wheel, which we have that there. He requires a sled. So we will have to go get that. We have the fan. It's only the sled. The sled is what we are after. I believe I looked up a map of all of the capsules. Let me look it up again. We're trying to get a sled for Frank. All Zonai dispensers. Alright. Now that's a terrible list. Is there anything good on here? Alright, here we go. Nope, that's a cart. We're looking for sleds. Carts are not sleds, and sleds are not carts. They're kind of like each other, but they're not. There we go. Rakashog Shrine Island. Where is... No, I don't want to open that. Where is this at? Why does it tell me the location in terms of, like, coordinates? That don't help. I need a map. Alright, let's just look that up then. I don't care where this shrine is. This is the one we're going to. It could be on the other side of the map. It's generally going to be fun trying to get there. It'll just be a challenge for us to get to that location. That'll be the fun of this stream. Okay, it is. God, it's so hard to tell because it's in the sky. Okay, I see where it is. So it is here somewhere. So we need to find a tower. In this region. I think it's over here. That'll help us. How do you get up to the sky over here? Maybe we can jump off here and sail over this? Let's try that. I think that was the one we were trying to get to before. To qualify as a pastry, a baked good must primarily consist of a stiff dough or paste with a high fat-to-flour ratio. That actually makes good sense. That actually... One thing that I never talk about on stream. Why am I not talking tonight? Why? Why am I having such a hard time speaking normal? One of the few things that I... Oh, what is this? A cave? One of the few things that I never talk about. Oh, there's that. Is that I actually have quite a good bit of knowledge on cooking. Like, I understand what the muffin method means. Or the creamy method. Like, I know the difference between those two things. I would think I'd have a faint idea of how to cook most anything if I had to with no recipe. No guarantee it'd be any good. Alright, let's turn this down. But I think with the recipe I could just about cook anything. Tracks from Wii Sports Resort. That makes sense. Wii Sports Resorts have been added to Nintendo Music now. Alright, let's read Comcom stuff. Do you do intentional brownie shipping? International brownie shipping. Gosh, I can't read or speak tonight. This is bad. It's not the recipe, it's the method. You must use trial and error to find the exact amount of time to cook them. The nearest 30 seconds. Let them cool by air for 3 hours. Keep the moisture as low as you can. The drier the richer, as long as the dry mixes with the wet. Okay then. Hey Ren, are those apps where you use notes falling down and telling you when to play them and which they are in and which key, equivalent of tabs, or is it more so sheet music? So those would be MIDI type things, I believe. It's not, I mean, you can translate them to sheet music. That would be tough to do. So I guess it's more close to tabs, if that is what I think it is. Personally, having the things fall is very hard to read. Those are very, very, very hard to read. If I was rich enough and I could buy a TV screen to set behind a keyboard and do just that, then maybe not. But looking at a small little screen as it plays is not the easiest thing. However, when you want to get a specific fingering correct or a very specific chord, sometimes it can be easier to look at that because it, like, don't watch the video, but just look at the like a still pause of it, like a freeze frame. That is when it's useful. Hello, Zeno, welcome. Hello, welcome to the stream. All right. I was thinking it'd be quicker to go from over there. We can charge up here. We got to get to there. Because the one we're trying to get to is... Can we place a beacon on it? I can't put a pin there. Can I do it here? No. Can I do it? Hang on, hang on. Can I do it on this map? I can. Okay, so we're trying to get to... Trying to get to somewhere... I think it's there. Or it could be there. More mark both of those. Those are where we're trying to get to. I can't tell which one is closer. I think it's this one. We'll just have to see. Hello, Twinny! Yes, indeed, Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow is a hedgehog. What animal is cooler, a hedgehog or a porcupine? Well, we didn't make it. Do I have any stamina food? I do? Well, what do you know? I came prepared. Porcupines are much cooler. Absolutely no reason to land in the water, but I did it. Oh, look. Baddies. Let's shove these things into my pocket. Oh no, why did you stand up? I hate it when you stand up, Link. You should stay crouched at all times. All right. So now that we're here, how do we go about getting... So there's a place to launch a plane. Suppose we're gonna try to climb... might be this way. Yep, there we go. This is where we're going. Rockets. I haven't played this in a while. I feel a little rusty even. No! I needed that. Well, maybe I didn't. We almost slid in there perfectly. Hey, don't waste the ammo. What are we doing? We're gonna talk like an old person. Oh, it's been a while. It's been such a long time.
'cause I'm old and I've had lots of time. First time for me seeing this Legend of Zelda game, not gonna lie. It's my favorite game of all time, and I highly doubt anything will ever beat it. Rin, you fool! But I do remember playing one game of The Legend of Zelda. You need to park better. I don't remember the name, to be honest. What if Tears of the Kingdom 2 came out? Tears of the Kingdom gave me everything Tears of the Kingdom good. Tears of the Kingdom 2 would be redundant. Tears of the Kingdom, except one of the abilities is a statistic wheel, which plays Mr. Puzzle's theme song, Creative Control, every so often. Then you'd like 2 better, would you not? Hmm? We're going. Well, hang on, let's get up there.
Yes, this is Tears of the Kingdom.
And I'm gonna cry. Cries of the Country came out.
Now, actually,
That actually sounds like a pretty cool game, not gonna lie.
Cries of the Country. I can't tell what type of game it would be. We're going this way still. I want to be ready to grab that. Okay. It could be that one right there. Alright, stopped moving. Let's take a look. Nope, it's down here. It's below this, wherever it is. Yeah. It's like right here somewhere. So we're not going there, but we might go there to get over here. Is it that one? Yeah, that is what we're looking at. Alright, that might be where we go. I don't have any rocket. No, I do have 3 rockets. And how far would I need to get? And how far did that rocket take me? From there to there? No, it's 3 rockets won't get me there. A plane might. I don't remember what's on this island, and I don't know if I care enough to explore it, to be honest. I don't have enough battery, though. I don't see any extra batteries laying around. It's just planes and fans. Oh, there are ferries. We'll take ferries. Can never pass up a fare. Ferries are basically the only Mipha's Grace in this version. You know, come to think of it, I really like the name Mipha's Grace, to be honest. Out of all of the abilities in the first game, how on earth do you get down without scaring the thing? I wish you could shoot fairies. Did that scare it? No. Still didn't scare it. Can't believe it. Yeah, we got it. I wish Travis could come with his gun and just help me take care of these fairies. But I guess it's gotta be living to do its job, right? Dead things don't work for you, do they? Unless you're trying to make mulch. Again, I don't know if I care enough to drain these pools. I think we're just gonna move on. I thought it was one of the other. Cries of the Country sounds like a real game, and it sounds like a survival game, or maybe farming. Streams have been way down lately. Is that bad? I guess it is, right? What if TikTok came out? TikTok algorithm is weird. Well, you can shoot fairies, but I don't think that'll accomplish what you want. Travis and his gun. Alright, so we got the birds. I think these are designed just to get me over to there. So that's what we're gonna do. This was clearly placed here for that purpose. Oh, wait, there's only one over here. Well, I guess we can make a double. Nothing's ever wrong with a double bird. Two sparrows are better than none. I bet you there are people out there who play the game leaving it like that. Those people make me sick. You gotta make things even, organized. Right there. I want to gain just a little bit of height, if possible. Are we not gaining any height? We're not gaining any height. And we've lost power. Amazing. Let's land on that thing then. We're kind of drifting. Guys, I'm drifting a plane. No one can do that. Well, we're here. Might as well fight it. That's what this game... That's basically the gameplay loop of Tears of the Kingdom. Well, we're here. Might as well do it. Oh, come on, let me get behind you on the wings. My brain has been conditioned several times over to never be capable of skipping anything in this game. I had to in order to succeed. I really hope Part 7 feels more like a musical than more, fulfilling the original dream. I suppose it's more of a goal than hope since I'm helping make it. It's the best gameplay loop. Ren, you stink at video games. I do. But that means that I make really good video game analysis. Let's be honest. It is 100% proof that I am destined to be a video game reviewer. What? My weapon broke. I'll make a new one. Why not? In the middle of the fight. Up in the sky. Whoa! Okay, that was stupid. we missed it. Oh, we almost got it. There's one specific cube that I want. I can't believe that I'm taking 2 fairies already. Oh, let's not get hit by it this time. Because apparently something moving at that speed can one-shot you. All right, which one should we attach it to? I'm thinking this one. Yeah, let's do that one. What am I doing? There we go. Where's the chest? I forget Capcom can backseat game for this. Even though there's no reason whatsoever I should. How do you pronounce Totka? I say the letters, T-O-T-K, but only when reading them spelled like that. For the actual title, I say it as it is. Tears of the Kingdom. Totka. Totka. That's how I say it. Let's go play. I think I need to make Tortalio play Totka. Totka. Be a fun time. I wish you could run in a circle in this game long enough, and then Link would start doing like a quick spin, like you do in Mario Odyssey and DK Bonanza. Only Capcom knows what I mean with that. Probably. Where are we trying to go now? Hang on. Flush constructs never get boring to fight. BUTW equals buy on the way. If you take enough of the normal cubes out, it'll fall apart on its own. Okay, he's playing skillfully again. I was not playing skillfully. Hey, Ren, can you make the cube splash you? I kind of did. No, attach it to the Zona sword. Oh well. You need to take advantage of the amplifiers those base weapons have. Tortalio has hardly played any Nintendo games. I got him to play Galaxy for the first time like 3 months ago. He has not played Odyssey, he has not played any Pikmins, he's not played any Zeldas, he's not played any Splatoons, he's not played any Kirby's. I bet you he probably thinks Kirby is like a Bluey type game, or like a Peppa Pig level in that terms. I say it like tot and talk. Honestly, that's fine. Hello, Yuri. Welcome to the stream, Yuri. In 3D Mario World also does a quick spin too. Does he do that? I forget if he does that. Suppose it's afternoon for you. It sounds like Totka. Totka. Tata. Todik. But skipping the second O. Todik. 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 Should we take the extra batteries? What if we... Oh wait, we got flames here. Nah, no good shields. We'll take it off. We'll take it all with us. Why not? Why shouldn't I have it? Wonder how high this is going to take us. And why we need to go high. Guess we're going there? Tortilla Reacts to Burn War was a really fun stream format. And if it was expanded to games, I would be entertained by the stream content alone. Include in chat and it would be maximum value. Well, maybe I'll get Tortalio to do more streams. He mentioned the idea to me the other day, that how he could do it to where we could stream. He mentioned the idea. Alright, guess we'll just... You know what, honestly, just wait for my thing to reload. Well, actually, there's no reason whatsoever not to use these batteries. I think everything's been reattached. Shook the wrong thing loose. I wasn't trying to use these batteries, to be honest with you. I was just bringing them along for no reason, because I can't bring them with me. Now we can glide over there. And that's still not the goal. Hello, Lincoln. I just started watching. What are you trying to do? So, I can't use any major, Zonai contraptions. I've only used these few because I absolutely have to get where we're trying to go. Oh, hey, I didn't expect to find that. I'm trying to get a part right now that I need to build a very specific build. I'm not allowed to use anything but that specific build once I get it. What do I have that's big and blunt? This isn't made for busting minerals, is it? I am renting it indeed. Hello, the Legend of Bubble, welcome. Like stones can help break stones. Okay. That's what we'll use. Alright, we got a diamond from that, so that was a major success. I like how that's kind of a niche thing to ask. Hang on, let's go here first. I know where the thing is. Actually, we might need to land here to make the path. Forget about that. I always liked how on the map, like right now it looks like an axe, and if you look at it from above, it would look like an axe. I always hoped that if I made a rotation, that because you think that's gonna look different now once it finishes. But it doesn't change on the map. I always wished it would. I don't want to forget that chest. We'll have to get that. What did I do? What did I do? Try and make hover bike? I can't make a hover bike because that would break the Frank run. Hover bikes are forbidden in this. I wish I could do a Horton Jim Carrey impression right now because I just want to I just want to say that line that he says, like, "That's beautiful, Katie." But that's beautiful, Bubble. I remember when I first found out that meat in a burger was made out of cows. I don't think there's ever a time I didn't know, to be honest. I don't think I ever had any sort of acknowledgement like, wait a minute, chicken's chicken. You mean chicken is chicken, pigs are pigs, and beef is beef? I don't think I ever had any sort of realization like that. If you're gonna watch Lincoln, yeah. If not, it doesn't really matter either way. But if you wanna subscribe, go right ahead. If you wanna watch. But yeah, what ComCom said. You might be interested in going beyond that even. I offer 3 different tiers. You can subscribe. That is the most broad thing. Then there's the company. And then there's a third which does absolutely nothing. And only do it if you absolutely want to. Thank you for subscribing. Alright, ComCom, I'll try not to make you mad. You know what? You know what would be a funnier challenge? Like, Frank Run is pretty good. I might add a third. I actually have 3 things on this right now. Another challenge I'm trying to do is I can't wear shoes. I can wear any outfit as long as it doesn't have shoes. Because I'm trying to be like Toph. A third challenge to add to this. Frank only. No shoes. And don't make ComCom angry. Play the game in a way that keeps ComCom at peace. That would be kind of fun too, to add to this. Yes, Link will always have his toes out. Or unless there's a shoe that doesn't have like a bottom to it. Like Toph wears in Season 3. But yeah. Link will always be barefoot if I can help it. I don't know what outfits are barefoot, to be honest. I don't think there's any pants, so he's just always going to be running around pantsless. Let's get some of these. Alright, let's try to keep ComCom from getting angry. What else do we need to get on this island? Let's check the dispenser. Would you make Link blind? If I could, I would. I don't think... You know, I wish there was a way... I've seen some things. There are some games that have tried to make a blind mechanic kind of interesting. Get every item I see. Okay. I'll try my best. Alright, company, I'm going to have to go for a minute. Hello, Jeff. Welcome. I'm going to set up a shrimp cam. If you guys would like that. Let me do something. I'm going to have to set up... I'm going to have to go for a minute, so I figured... I could at least... set up shrimp cam, you know? Something funny about the camera is even when you have it shut, it still turns on, and it just films darkness. You can sort of pinch it open. Like, closing the mouth doesn't actually turn off the camera. Alright, I'll be back. Alrighty. Okay, I'm back for real now. Let me get. Alright, let me catch up on chat, because I've missed a good bit now. Gosh, I missed a lot. Of course, Kami is going to be mad at my passion project. What is the passion project? A blindfold challenge would go hard. You know, one of these days I do want to stream something blindfolded. When I do it though, I gotta have a live cam. I feel like that's kind of the fun of seeing the guy wearing the blindfold. Check the edges of every island. Jeff scared away Rin. No, I wanted to stay for Jeff. That would have been really funny if I could have given the mic to Jeff. I wish I had done that. I'm hungry enough as is. I'll have to tease me. Poor Yuri. What do you think about Rin and Shrimp? I'm rooting for the red one. I really just really like Shrimp. I like Shrimp too, Yuri. You're such a good streamer, Shrimp. Maybe I was a cat in the past life. And Rin and Shrimp are cool. Forest dwelling in Indigonians. Hey Shrimp, can you wall up the tank? What instrument do you play, Shrimp? You should name the Shrimp. That's what I was hoping. When we do Big Bummer Game, I'm gonna have the Shrimp cam on all the time. And you guys can try to name the shrimp and keep track of them. I guess there's about 20 in there right now. And they all look the same except colors. Shrimp, does Rin smell? Bright spawned in when Jeff began streaming and spent her first moments of it just wandering aimlessly until she found him. We should name... That's pretty funny, Capcom. We should name one of the fish Frank. A shrimp named Frank. The brownies are out of the oven. 3 hours to go. 3 hours. Now for the tricky part. I like that reference. Gotta wait 3 hours. You should blind yourself with the Shy Guy costume on. Maybe. I could do that. I used butter instead of oil, so they smell way better. No, I just talk in a deranged manner. No, you would think he knows. You would think. But no, I don't know a single person in chat in real life. But if you didn't know any better, Lincoln, you would think so. And one day, maybe we will say the same about you. One day, someone's going to join, if you stick around, and they'll be like, I bet Lincoln knows this guy in real life. And I guarantee you it can happen. Because it's happened 40 or more times so far. I don't know the exact number, maybe 30. The company meetup would... I do hope one day to have an actual company meetup, though, for real. Like I've said, I feel like the way it would work is I'm going to say, I'm going to be at this con, at this time, at this place. If anybody else is going to be there, or you can try to come because I'll be there. I feel like that's the most likely scenario. Not that I would be doing any event, I would just be attending it myself like a normal person. Did I get everything from this? I did. No sleds. Alright. Let's explore this island and collect everything. No, yeah, it is Mr. F is the one who dreams about it. I used to think Jeff knew Ren in real life until I realized Ren is an hour ahead of Jeff. I am. It is indeed 10:33 or 10:34 now. But when you wrote that, it was 10:33. Thank you, Lincoln. How many likes do we have? 8. The number 8. I have nothing at all witty or creative or funny or as a reference of any kind for the number 8. There's a tower over there. Where's that tower at? That's pretty close. So that must be one of these islands here. Is the one. I bet you, nope. I bet you that's it right there. That is it. So the yellow one. That is where it's at. Can I get there from here? I got nothing on me. All of this for a sled. The sled, though, what if the minecart is Frank's bones and the fan is Frank's heart? What would be the sled and the wheel? I guess the wheels would be his legs and arms. What would be the sled? Like his backbone, his spleen, his appendix. To be honest, I won't want to meet anyone from the company in IRL. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying this. No, I was very, very cautious. For sure, as you know, it is nothing that I am planning right now. At all. Birds. I like how they're flying in the triangle shape that birds do. He stays up to warn. I had to do that sometimes, not every night. I'm not as bad as Jeff. Ren, would you rather drop kick Toad into a pit of venomous snakes that gets flooded with water and then polluted with trash and drained into a lava pit, or elbow Peach and take her cake and money? I was gonna do the first option, but the very last thing you mentioned makes me want to elbow Peach. So I'm gonna take her cake and money. Yeah, we hit 15. I sing Roll Your Cream. Who knows? Who knows what that is anymore? I stream at 8 your time. Okay. Rain, would you rather shrimp or shrimp? I would rather shrimp. Yeah, like, I know you're great people, but still I feel safe. No, I think that's great, Zeno. I'm happy to know that, for sure. I would be more concerned if people were like, yeah, let's do it tomorrow. Here's my address. That would be concerning. Because obviously that person's trying to get people to come, and that's probably for malicious reasons. Understandable, you know, as long as you don't pull bubbles down. As friends, I am with everyone else. I don't know enough about their actual lives. I stream at 6. 6. I have a list of people I trust within the company, and it's decently long. 10 in my time. It's 10:38 right now. I suppose we're gonna go to that tower. It seems to be the best option. I can't. That's too high up to sail to. We're above the Great Plateau right now. I think we can make it to at least that bridge there. That can get us across. I don't trust any of you punks to be shorter than me. Digital Age might be. She's pretty short. Bread is taller than Digital Age, and Digital Age is much older than Bread. It's funny. I like to throw. Why do I like to throw Digital Age under the bus so much? Why do I want to drive the blue bus over top of Digital Age? I'm always going off about ways that she she fails in this way or another, or how she disappoints me in this way or another. It's quite funny. Do I have any? No. Well, we're just gonna have to deal with the heat. We're just gonna have to tank it. Lincoln is from the future. What did Lincoln say? It's 10:44. Oh, why did you make me say it? Hey, Ren, would you rather have a piano? Hang on. Would you rather have a piano with 3 keys or one with 18 gazillion keys that is so big it fills an entire mansion and it isn't portable at all? I'd take the second one. Because who wouldn't want to try that, Carlin? My gracious. What on earth kind of bass would you have on that? You would probably have all the microtonal keys. You would probably have, like, keys that are so high-pitched you can't hear them. You'd have one that's like a dog whistle. Can I just walk around the back? Okay, I was about to say, are they not gonna notice me? Ren, you're making me mad. Right, I'm making Cum mad. Is this shade enough to cool off in? No. Alright, do I need to defeat these guys to keep Cum happy? Sound of a plane makes me feel like I'm gonna unalive. You don't like the sound of planes? C, D, and E. Oh, they're accidentals. You need to make heat-resistant foods. Oh. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We're just gonna tank it. Of course, that is a challenge now. But that you realize I gotta go find heat-resistant stuff to cook. I don't even think I have any on me. Do I have heat-resistant, heat-down foods? Do I got anything chili? Do I have a chili anything? I have heat. I have warm stuff. I don't got nothing chili. I got nothing from Chile. I did travel twice in airplane. I have never rode in an airplane and remembered it. I did when I was a baby, apparently. At least that's what they tell me. They could be lying, because I don't remember it. Ran, what's your favorite unmusical key? Like door keys or car keys, stuff like that? Opal? I can cook with opal? Do I even have a portable cooking pot? I do. So can I just put an opal in the dish with an apple and make a cold dish? Because I'll do it. It'll be an expensive dish, but I'll love it. Most delicious. You can throw an opal. Oh, I can throw it and get myself wet. But that wouldn't last hardly a second, would it? The floor... Yuri might have the best option there. The Florida keys. That's actually genius, Yuri. It lasts 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I would have to survive the heat. I feel like I'm in Rango. Where are we trying to get to? Trying to get to there. So if I use this for 30 seconds... I could run to that tumbleweed over there. Kick it. I suppose we might be able to make it to whatever that thing is. Suppose we run up that way. Try to get up the shade. We got 2, so we got a minute's... We have a... Wait. We have a minute's worth. We have a minute's worth. Go! It did not work. Oh no! Shame. don't know if I want to go up here or not. Cum right now is that one fish. I'm the one that tells lies. That's Cum right now. Yes, I'm sure, Carla, I'm sure. My Terry is about to be in Elite Smash. Huh? If you put a piece of food in the pot, Ellen does 2 times more, I think. Really? Response time has been great today. Ultimately low latency. I've never smelled brownies this good. It's unbelievable. Really? I fly, so I have to watch them for an hour or so before putting them in the tin foil so they can do the rest of their cooking. You put a piece of food. I read that. I keep saying things like yo and bees and such. If we did a company meetup, I read that. I guess we could say he couldn't waterbend. No, I'm not a waterbend. You Lubert Scooby-Doo on your shoes. Meant to say cooling, so they can do the rest of their cooling. Cum only eats brownies that are cool. If you're uncool, Cum don't want it. He wants cool brownies. Unlike me right now, who's in the middle of a desert. There's no reason at all why I should be doing it like I'm doing it. Where's the tower at? Yeah, just run this way. Link, why are you trying to climb this little pile of sand like a mountain? Hey Rin, B flat. Did you think about A? Hang on. BB. Did you think about A? Just 2 B's? B flat. C baby? B. I thought of B flat. Possibly because I suspect that's what something Carlin's gonna ask me about, but it could just be that. What do I got? I got nothing. I have nothing. Gonna eat some dazzle fruits. You know what? You're meat, aren't you? You're made of meat. I'm fine. Be clever. That's too much work to hunt you anyway. Let's go ahead and make a spear so we got it ready. Why can't I take it out? Why can't I take it out? I'm so confused. Shade, thank goodness. The cloud saved me. No, come back, come back. I had 3 strokes reading that card. Next time I'm aiming for 4. Trust me, put peppers and fire fruit in pots, please. It helps in heat. I doubt it. I doubt peppers help in heat. I wish you were right. Peppers are for staying warm, not cool. I want to stay warm right now. That wolf is like that scene from that movie, the stop-motion Fox movie. It's like, do you speak Latin? It's like the standoff. Kind of epic. It's kind of majestic. But it's meat also. Food! Alright, we needed that. Do I have a sapphire? I might have a sapphire. Would that do it? I do not have a sapphire. Shame. Hey Rin, is chord progression notation actually ever useful? Chord progression notation. 8. I cannot read what you just said, Bubble. You have a frost emitter. I got a flame emitter. No. No, what were you saying? Chord progression notation. Do you mean like when you form a chord, which fingers you use to form the chord? Or what order you play the chords in? Like, what do you mean by notation? Cool off with a blazing flame. Yep. If you put peppers in a pot and fire fruit, I will make all your videos and share. That's quite a deal. Why do you want me to do that so badly? Fine. Let's cook with the pot on its side. Why not? So spicy pepper and fire fruit together in a pot. Simmered fruit. What do we got? It actually has no effect. That's funny. Doesn't do anything. Ren, use and gots them breads. Either this be so avious. I have no clue what that means. No clue at all. Ren, would you rather kidnap Mario and trap him in a painting, or kidnap Luigi and trap him in a cage above lava? Personally, I would rather kidnap Mario. Because Luigi would treat me much nicer. Mario, if I capture Luigi, Mario's coming at me full force. If I capture Mario, Luigi's gonna come at me, but he's gonna be gentle about it. You know, Luigi, he's a kind spirited fellow. When two different effects are put into one recipe, they cancel out. Like chord progressions being noted like, okay. I've never used that once, Carlin. So I'm gonna say no, but if I was a concert pianist, maybe. There's actually a lot of stuff that I learned that I never use. Or a lot of stuff that I was taught that I don't even remember. I wasted so much time learning things that I never even used. It didn't really help me at all. I will be right back. All right, Lincoln. You don't actually have to do any of the stuff you said you were going to do. I promise. I was just being funny with you. I read that. That flower is mine. No, there's some advanced stuff, Carlin, that does not matter. My personal advice is don't worry at all about technical stuff. Like, if you gotta choose between learning the instrument or learning the theory, learn the instrument. The theory stuff is only useful if you're gonna spend time doing much more with theory. But for most people, they're never gonna spend that much time doing it at all. Why is the tower over there? Thought it was up here. Now we're cold. Wait a minute. We're cold. I have lots of stuff to deal with the cold. I got so many options to deal with the cold. I am back. You have 200 videos. You don't have to like them all, I promise. You don't even have to do anything. I didn't do that for you to do that on purpose. But I thank you for what you did try to do. Ren, would you rather jump a Goomba or jump a Koopa? Goomba. I am not skilled enough to not fall back on the Koopa and make it bounce off a wall and hit me. It would, if I jumped on a Koopa, it would bounce and it would come back and hit me. Goomba all the way, because then it's just gone. Alright, take care, Lincoln. I hope to see you again sometime. Gashinal Nard, as we say. What should we use? What should we use for this? I used my pepper. Now I don't have a pepper to cook. Oh, I got a ruby though. I could light myself on fire. You know what I could have done earlier? You know what we're gonna do? This is gonna be one of the weirdest methods that I bet you anybody has ever used for this. Let's get over here to more flat ground. We're gonna craft a weapon. We're gonna fuse it onto that. And we wear that. Alright, didn't work all the way. I guess we're gonna build... I don't want to build anything. We're just gonna run. We're warm enough. Having a thing on fire on your back, you think, would do it. I wish it worked, because it would have been so clever. It would have been like a genius moment. It would have been one of my biggest brain moments ever, but no, it just couldn't work. Somewhere up there is the emitter with the sled. It's almost 11 and I've barely made it to the sled. This has taken me so long to get to Frank. This game is crazy. Better to use a shield. Nah, should have thought of that. There's a cherry tree here. I didn't know it was there. Is it a game Rent has played on stream, but I haven't played? A game over hasn't streamed, but I've watched gameplay of. What? What is? Whoa. Okay. Almost died there. The rock will save me. On top of all of this, I also have to figure out how to get into the tower, because I bet you this one's probably locked. Nope, it's all fizzed out. Right, there's a guy on this thing down here, isn't there? Yep. Gotta bring him down. I wish I could use Frank. Oh, I wish I could use Frank to weigh him down. We'll just use these big heavy metal boxes instead. Which aren't that heavy, actually. All these barrels. One big clump. It's the clump. Is that really gonna... Oh my goodness. What do I untouch? This is some of the worst I've ever done. Have you ever enjoyed watching the gameplay of a rent stream of a game you've never played? Oh, I read that. I just hallucinated Eggert appearing. Really? Make sure it's not too over left. Yeah. Oh man, I wish I could stay a little more. Take care, Xeno. Have a good night. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good night, good day. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. May the Ford be with you. Just bring that back up here. I'm sure it's still attached to some stuff. Oh, you mean it ran out. Perfect. What big heavy thing we got up here? Anything? We got a wheel. Perfect. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna use the wheel like this. Oh, come on. Everything I've tried has failed. I thought I could reverse the thing down and it was gonna be so cool. I guess I can just pull it. What, you mean just dropping 100 feet flat is not dangerous? Lift that back up where it was. I don't know if we can grab that there or not, but we'll certainly try. Alright. Can I ascend on this? I am doing the worst I think I've ever done in this game. By far. It's not even a question. Alright, so we got a huge rock right here. Just this one thing should do it. There's another elevator over here. I don't think that helps me at all. Or the Edison sign. Remember, we can't do the Edison signs, we just mark them on the map. So they have to come back and do those with Frank. We're gonna get a boulder. Alright, I don't think that's gonna work. Let's just do this. That's fine. We'll go around the long way. Why not? I think I can get up there from going that way. rock music. Ran, would you rather bet money on a sports game or buy a lottery ticket? I feel like the odds of betting on a sports game is a little bit higher, because in that scenario it's 50-50. The lottery is like a 1 in 5 billion chance. Or, nah, it's like probably like 1 in a million chance or something like that. You know, I feel like the lottery is a lot lower odds. Even with what ComCom said, I think I'd rather vote on or bet on a sports game. Of course, that's a pretty interesting question because in the scenario... No, I take it back. Of course, 1 rock wasn't enough. Why wouldn't 1 rock be enough? I don't know. Maybe because the game wants me to use infinite rocks. 1 rock clearly wasn't enough. Please be enough. You know, he must have loved that elevator ride. Please fix the thing. Either way, the math works out, so you'll make less money than you put in unless you hit the jackpot. Also, Rin, answer my earlier question. I'm actually curious. I'm sorry, Carl. Did I miss the question? Rin, make rock music with rock. I read that. That didn't know the thing. Do you actually know? Hey, Rin, would you rather have to learn a pretty easy song composition-wise, but at 500 tempo, or learn one that is not that hard, but an absolute mess to sight read, and extremely complex composition-wise? Okay, well, first off, I think it's impossible for a song to be... I mean, just be poorly written, I guess. I feel like an easy song would be easy to play regardless if it's composed or easy to sight read. I guess I'm gonna choose the more complicated one, to be honest, because the song is easier. Nah, beatboxing was a reward that never got earned, I guess is the way to say it. I don't know. Alright. There's the island. I mean, stuff like irregular time signatures, the weird advanced stuff, strange specific chords, sudden changes of key, borrowing chords. Well, changes of key would make the song no longer simple. Like a simple, it would just be a really poorly written sheet music. That's basically what you're saying. This is the first stop on our way to the sled. We're gonna try to make it to the sled tonight. There's been too many Tears of the Kingdom streams that we've done without Frank. I'm getting sick of it. Done tolerating it. Come down to the ground, fairy. Let me grab you. Come to me, fairy. Alright, you're way up there. Let's go to the other one then. Let's see if it's going to be a little bit nicer. I'll tell you what, I will say the game makes fairies pretty annoying to catch. That's one thing I would like for them to have changed. Like, I know they're overpowered and whatnot, but I'm going to spend my time trying to catch it anyway. Don't make them impossible for like 90 minutes. Like, what are you supposed to do right now? That's what I don't understand. Is it just RNG where the fairy goes? Where did the other one go? I don't even see it. It's so high up, I can't even see it. Well, that one's like way up in the air. Look how high it's going. Oh, I guess I scared it away. Did the bird scare it away or something? Alright, well, goodbye. Taking a bird plane. They fly higher if you directly beneath them. Okay. Also, not necessarily badly optimized sheet music. It's really complex in the things it does, except in technique. I don't know how you could make something complex, but not in the technique. Even still, it would be really easy to play, so... 500 tempo does not sound very fun, so I'm still going to choose it. Where was I supposed to go with this plane? I guess over here? Why have these planes not steering right? They're all drifting. I'm not trying to drift planes. Hey, what? I'm glad I've been collecting fairies, because I have used way too many in this last hour. This is the machine. That should give us our hopes and dreams. This capsule will change history. Sled. Man, that was this is a really good one. Not a single thing out of that have I collected yet. Alright. Ready to do it, Shrimp? Can we be on the internet too? at what Big Bummer is going to look like this year. Alright, we're getting up the mountain. I feel like I could say anything and Carlin would relate to it. I'm clipping that for a reason. I collected the luminous stone, Kami. That make you happy? Got a raw bird thigh. Do we have the Addison sign marked? We do not. Let's mark you on the... Now, I'm pretty sure this is where metal thing's gonna slide down. Yes! So much fun. So much fun to ride on these metals. And all the Gorons are so happy, too. We're gonna be... Everybody's happy right now. There he is. There he is. Alright, I found the picture for Frank earlier. I'm going to look at it as I try to my best to recreate it in this save. Facing front. We're gonna take out my sled. I probably should have bought more, but hey, we can teleport. We'll have to adjust it when we get it to the position. There was a fan here. And we'll have to get the big metal piece on the top of the mountain. We might have to adjust it a little bit. No, I think Frank is perfect already. Let's see. Oh, it feels good. Look at it. Look at it move. It's genuinely so majestic. Hang on, I gotta do something quick. Alright. But man, Frank is amazing. The wheel isn't touching. Let's lower the wheel. Nope, that's at a weird angle. Why do minecarts have to be so annoying to build with? Just lay flat. Not that big a deal. Gracious. Alright, maybe that actually might help us. Frank was just putting us in a good position to attach the wheel. That's all he was doing. I was mean. I was being very mean to him. And he was just trying to help us. I'm sorry, Frank. Alright, I think the wheel might be at too much of an angle now. It still does an amazing job braking though. Look at that. Hang on. I mean, Frank, I mean, Double, I mean, Tommy, I mean, Carl, I mean... Alright, let's try that. Alright, let's go up and read what I've missed. I have not looked at chat in a little bit. I like to imagine there was a bokoblin pushing those boards of steel down the mountain all day. And he ran away as soon as the link showed up. I like that too. You know what? Shrink the size of evil fridge. On vacation to Antarctica. I like that idea. 8 streams into Tears of the Kingdom. Frank only run, and Ren finally got Frank. 8! Me and Bubble are actually very similar. The only difference is that I keep those kinds of thoughts to myself. The wheel isn't touching the rail. I already fixed that. Ren, what kind of food do you make? I cook anything. Mostly breakfast, and I have cooked a lot of different meats and stuff. Carlin enjoys music theory. I do. Carlin does, and I do too. That tells me nothing, Ren. What do I cook? I've cooked... What's the most recent thing that I have actually cooked? It's been a bit since I've cooked any actual meal. I really quite enjoy cooking this thing. It's called a standing rib roast. I think I've mentioned it before. I only cook them very, very rarely. Because they're a fancier piece of meat. But I use a thermometer and I put them in the oven and I don't time them. You don't time how long you cook it. A rock roast, yes. I cook a rock roast, a really good rock roast. I don't time it. You do it by temperature. You put a little thermometer inside of it and then you stick it in the oven. With the thermometer in it, it has a little cord that runs out of the oven. And you watch the thermometer. And if it reaches 118 degrees, you take it out and wrap it in tinfoil and let it set for like 30 minutes. And it'll go up. The temperature will go up. Even after you take it out of the oven. I need my protecting front piece. So that's what we're trying to go up to get. And Frank is so awesome, he's going to pause for us. We're on a steep cliff right now. If we were on a normal minecart, he would stop and we'd fall down the mountain. But not Frank. He's going to put on a brake and he's going to just stand there for us. Wait for our battery to recharge. It's probably his best feature. Look at it. No other vehicle in the game can do that. Hello, Taciturn. But I cover the piece of meat in like salt and pepper, and sometimes garlic powder. Although I prefer it with just salt and pepper. Well, I rub it in a little bit of oil first, then salt and pepper. Then you put it in the oven. And it kind of looks raw. When you cut into it, the meat looks raw. It's bright pink, but it is all the way cooked. And it's completely safe to consume, and it is really good. Brother. I'm also great at getting 20% of the egg in the thing where you actually cook it. 20% of it on the floor, 60% in my hands. Eggs. E-double-G, that's eggs. You missed really badly. Did you notice how that gave... Did you see how that gave Frank a boost? Did you see how Frank got a boost when he got hit? Let's eat some of our meat. Suppose I should go find eggs in the game. That's the platform with the metal spikes on it. And then we got a completed Frank. Then we're gonna take Frank. We may make a few modifications if we have to. We're gonna do at least the steering stick, if nothing else. Because I want to see if we can't collect all of these stables with Frank, which should be pretty simple to do without modifying, hopefully. I don't want to just carry Frank, though. I want to actually ride Frank. And Frank does do on normal ground. You just have to be... It's a really finicky way to control him, though. Alright, Frank, here we are. Do not need to use this. I don't need to use that either. There it is. There's your piece. First kill. Look at that. Man. Alright, Frank, here is your haircut. Frank needs his haircut. Now he's balanced. He looks really good. He looks as good as he's ever looked in his life. This is a true Frank, if I've ever seen it. Oh, we don't have the camera yet. He's perfect. Time for action. All right, Frank, let's go down the mountain because we actually can't go up anymore. Not without Yanobo. Sadly. I bet you Frank could destroy it, but honestly, I think that's below him. Destroying that rock is a task below Frank. He's too good for that. We gotta go get Yanobo to come do the dirty work for us. I'm not gonna subject Frank to such pathetic labor. Only people who should do the rock work should do the rock work. Like Yanobo. Not even Gorons. Not even other Gorons. Other Gorons are fine. Just Yanobo alone. Frank can't have cereal or else he'll get the Lucky Charms dollars. Maybe. Frank is the best minecart in the world. Frank is better than Yunobo. Alright, we're gonna take Frank off rails. Frank off rails. Okay, we'll put it here. We set him down on a lump. We're gonna see what this does. What was that? What? People are attacking Frank. This is not good. The bomb falls out of nowhere. What on earth is that? That was honestly a little insane. We're gonna say maybe 17 times. Maybe, 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 maybe. Alright, Frank, you better be there. Is that on Frank? Does Frank not move through save files? Well, I'm quite annoyed. Let's go. You know what we need to do? We really need to get auto build so we can recreate the Frank we just built. So that's what we're gonna do next stream. We have 8 viewers right now. Where is Josha? Josha? Jasha? Jawosha? However you say it. Alright, we're gonna pause here so we know what we're doing. As long as I don't build anything, Frank won't get copied over. He'll stay in my build history. And I'll be able to, recreate him perfectly. Okay, chat finally updated. It was frozen for a bit there. Yeah, notice how Frank survived and I didn't. These emojis show up when searching Rin. Really? Wonder why. Honestly, they fit me quite well. I'm gonna be honest. Those emojis. If I had a channel like Ado, those are the emojis I'd use. You can hear the angie in his voice. Why is YouTube censoring some emojis? Is YouTube censoring mine specifically or something? 8. Plus, it wasn't only for me. Alright then, company. It's been a fun night. I've enjoyed it. I hope your brownies are really good, com. In another 2 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours, somewhere in there. Lovely 1 a.m., 2 a.m. brownies. Are you planning to eat them at 2 a.m.? Someday I'm gonna steal Com's brownies to taste them. I hope so. I would love to try those brownies. No, I'm saving them for the morning. Oh, that's pretty. That's a good idea. You're preparing. It's planning ahead. I don't plan ahead ever. I guess that's kind of a lie, though. I've hyped my brownies to the moon. You have. You know, Com, you should. If we were still making meaningless rolls, we should make a like best hyper roll, cause you know how to hype things up. What if Carlin steals them and doesn't think they're anything special? Then I would feel betrayed. If I had tasted one of your brownies and I was like, these taste like normal brownies, like I could cook that tomorrow and be done in 30 minutes, I would feel betrayed. I would feel lied to. I'd feel hurt. I would say bummer, and the universe would like rewrite itself momentarily, like how it Bummer Saga Bummer, just the bummer would become canon for me for a moment. So while we're testing it here, just so we know, which size should the shrimp cam and the game be at? Since we got it here, is what we have right now good, or should I make this smaller?
Bummer.
And make this bigger? Should I make this smaller and this bigger? Should I do it to where their corners kind of meet? Because there is one moment where their sizes kind of align. I think. Maybe not. Wait, where should it be? We need to decide the aspect ratio. Make the shrimp cam extremely thin. Like fit the whole side. Make it like that. And just block the top half. So it's more so like that. Just off to the side. Zelda as like 80% and maybe shrimp in bottom left, above chatter, above map. Like Zelda will fill up this space here. And then the top area above it will be the graphics that say the word of the week and whatnot. Well, you suggested it, ComCom. You said make shrimp cam really thin. Personally, I think this is nice. Right there. 600. Wow. Man, you're almost at 900, Com. Next stream. Tomorrow, 900. Switch places, make the game little and in the top corner, and bring the shrimp down. Make them the main attraction. Actually, you know what's funny is that kind of fits better. If I do the shrimp like this, then Zelda can fit here. And then chat can be below it. Carlin was onto it. He knows. Anyway, thank you, company. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I look forward to tomorrow. I guess we'll do... what was the runner-up on today's poll? I don't even know. Oh, there's a shrimp. Oh, what was the runner-up? It was tied. We'll do a poll, Brothership or Silksong tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Thank you, Techaturn Knight. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Carlin. Thank you, ComCom. Thank you, Bubble. Thank you, everybody who is here. Thank you, just some random person, no questions asked. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be seeing you all. Gashnal Nard, may the Forg be with you. Have a good day tomorrow, company. Take care. Say bye to the shrimp, everybody. I wish I could have a voice changer. So I could do a shrimp voice. Or something. I think that'd be funny. Hang on a second. Let me look at something real quick. No. Do I not have the... I don't know. Take care, company. Gashnal Nard. May the Forg be with you.
Swimming around in the tank, being shrimp with my 6 legs.